The Squid Game Season 3 has ended, and after 23 intense episodes, we finally got the answers we've been waiting for about Guhan's journey and the brutal final game. Or were they the final games? This season hinted that these deadly competitions might be happening all over the world, with the twisted nature of the game's life and death at its core. Over 6 episodes, the show really focused on how people can lose faith in humanity and how the powerful exploit the weak for their own entertainment, but it also ended with a powerful message that there's still some good left in the world. So let's break down what happened to all the main characters, the new deaths and games, and what the ending of the entire show truly meant. But Squid Game has officially wrapped up with Season 3. Thus, after 23 intense episodes, we finally got the answers we've been waiting for about Guhan's journey and the brutal final games. Or were they the final game? This season hinted that these deadly competitions might be happening all over the world, with the twisted nature of the game's life and death at its core. Over 6 episodes, the show really focused on how people can lose faith in humanity and how the powerful exploit the weak for their own entertainment. But it also ended with a powerful message that there's still some good left in the world. So let's break down what happened to all the main characters, the new deaths and games, and what the ending of the entire show truly meant. Ready? Let's dive into the Squid Game Season 3 ending explained. Just a heads up, this explanation is full of spoilers. The ending explained the show's ending really shone a spotlight on the terrible things humans can do. Even though the soldiers, the frontman, and the VIPs were clearly evil, many of the players in the games were just as bad. They were all too willing to step on each other and even kill if it meant staying in the game and getting a bigger share of the prize money. When the final game, Squid Game, arrived, Guhan was given a knife and a shocking offer: kill all the other players in their sleep the night before. This would leave only him and player 22, a newborn baby. With only 2 people, the game couldn't go on. This is actually how Inho won the games years ago. He basically cheated by killing everyone in their sleep. Inho gave Guhan this choice to see if he was just like him, which would mean Inho won by making Guhan sink to his level. But Guhan didn't do it. Instead, he chose to play the game. Player 100 was a perfect example of humanity's dark side. He'd sacrificed others countless times just to survive, and he was still trying to do it in the final game. Many of them even agreed to kill the innocent baby. The greed was truly shocking in that final game, with Mongji even willing to kill his own child for more prize money. A harmless, sinless baby in the games through no fault of its own was about to face the harsh reality of human cruelty before it was even a week old. This is what led to Guhan and Mongji fighting, but Mongji fell to his death before the game even officially started, before the button was pressed. Even in that moment, Guhan tried to save him from falling, even though Mongji had just been trying to kill him. Guhan then stood up, walked to the edge of the final platform, looked at the frontman and the VIPs, and then stared right into the camera. It felt like a direct message to us, a comment on society. He then started to say, "We are not horses, we are humans, and humans are..." Before finishing his sentence, he stepped off the platform and fell to his death. This showed he kept his promise to Jan Hai. The most important thing is letting the baby survive. And that's exactly what he did. He never changed his beliefs. He gave up his own life so an innocent one could live and make something of herself in the world. He saw the suffering the games caused, and he wasn't tempted by the money. It didn't even make him happy. Guhan was truly special in that place. He was a good person at heart and wasn't willing to kill innocent people for the game. What made this scene even more powerful was that Kang Noel was watching it all on a screen. It was this moment that stopped her from ending her own life. She was burning her file, a symbol of giving up on her life and the search for her daughter. But Guhan sacrificing himself for a new life made her believe there was still good in humanity, that the world wasn't just evil. With the Coast Guards getting closer to the island thanks to John Hall, the baby won the game. Inho took the baby and everyone evacuated the island before it was destroyed. After this, we saw what happened to the other characters. John Hall lost his detective title because of all the trouble he caused. Inho left the baby with him to raise, along with the prize money on a debit card. Wu took over the Pink Motel after getting out of prison, planning to fix it up and start a business. We saw that all of Guhan's money was taken from the motel and we didn't know where it went, but Inho actually went to the United States where Guhan's daughter lived and gave her a card with all the money on it. Sadly, Guhan originally entered the games to get enough money to see his daughter and give her a good life, but she ended up resenting him because he was absolutely innocent, saying she stopped waiting for him a long time ago. This just showed that money isn't everything. We also saw Kang Nol get on a plane to China, as that's where her daughter was supposedly spotted. She was hoping to be reunited with her, just like player 246 was with his daughter. And then perhaps the darkest moment of all, as Inho was driving through Los Angeles, he saw a recruiter playing the Dokji game with someone on the street. This suggested the games had gone global and were happening all over the world. Could Inho be joining a new Squid Game as a frontman, or was his time with the games truly over, explaining his change of heart and his decision to give Guwon's daughter his belongings and money? The woman clearly recognized him, leaving us to wonder. The show's ending truly highlighted the evil that can exist within humans and the dark lengths they'll go to get ahead, even if it means hurting others. But it also showed that those in need can sometimes be exploited by those who have power. Everyone is human, no matter their situation, and every life is equally valuable, regardless of money or social standing. There were a ton of deaths this season, way more than in season 2. I knew there would be many, but I didn't expect the emotional ones to hit so hard. The truly emotional death came in episode 2 during Hide and Seek. This is when Hyeonju died. Hyeonju did everything she could to protect Yoonja and John Hai while they played. She even found the exit, which could have been her safe escape, but because she was a good person, she gave up her own freedom in that moment to tell the others and get them to safety. As she did, Mongji killed her right in front of the people she was trying to protect, and Mongji didn't even need to kill her to get through. What was so powerful about this was that she had a chance at freedom, safety, and escape, but she went back because she showed what a good person she was. Something hard to find in that place. So there you have it, Squid Game Season 3 ending explained. Don't forget to subscribe, as I'll be dropping a few more videos on this season.